Proton X50. We hope you'll be just as impressed with it as we have been. Let the show begin. Malaysians were first introduced to the Proton X70 in 2018, when Proton launched it on our shores, setting the stage. Today, we're truly excited to unveil the Proton X50, taking Proton to even greater heights through this new collaboration between Proton and Geely.
I'm guessing the price to be 85,000 to 115 maybe? Actually, when you think about it, right, if it is 85,000, 90% loan, 3% interest for 9 years, the installments will be 900 ringgit. If it is the highest spec, 115, let's say, then the installment will be 1,002. So it will be 300 ringgit difference, 10 ringgit a day. Not much of a difference. But that's just my guess, so let's see.
As a responsible corporate entity, it is Proton's duty. And of course, it will be remiss of me not to mention Geely. Our partner has been very enthusiastic in sharing their latest technology, enabling us to take advantage of the global resources they have within the Geely Group. Inshallah, there will be more exciting products to come, and I am eager for the horizon that is ahead for Proton.
Glad to have you all with us here today to discover the Proton X50. Let's not wait any longer. We have a very special guest from Proton to give the unforgettable journey about this very special SUV. It is my pleasure to welcome and to introduce to you CEO of Proton EDA, Encik Roslan Abdullah.
Hi Tamina.
Wow, Encik Roslan, we've been anticipating your arrival and we're so excited you're joining us for today's event. How have you been?
Well, never been better. It's good to see you too. I have more good news. The Proton X50 has been awarded the 5-star safety rating by ASEAN NCAP. See, different colors are available and some of which are new to Proton. We have Snow White, Armor Silver, Jet Grey and Ocean Blue, while our all-new shades are City Orange and Passion Red, like you see here.
And we are also offering attractive launch packages to complement its arrival. The Proton X50 will come with 5 attractive packages. Firstly, a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Next, a 5-year data package with 1 GB per month. The third is 5 times free labor service. This is limited to the first 30,000 bookings by 31st December 2020. Fourth, we will offer interest rates starting from 2.22% per annum. Finally, we are also offering the Proton Premium Insurance Coverage Package that comes with many additional benefits. Proton is offering these packages because we want Malaysian consumers to get the best value for money from our cars. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, I will hand over to Dr. Lee Chun Rong, Chief Executive Officer of Proton, to announce the price of the Proton X50.
Thank you, Tato. Hello, everybody. Now I will reveal the price for Proton X50. Ladies and gentlemen, on the low price without insurance for the Proton X50 1.5 TD flagship is 103,300 ringgit. The Proton X50 1.5T Premium is priced at 93,200 ringgit. The price X50 1.5T Executive is priced at 84,800 ringgit. The Proton X50 1.5T Standard is the price at 79,200 ringgit. All the prices are valid until 31st December 2020, in line with sales tax exemption under the Bajana scheme.
So, to be honest, I was expecting it to start from 85,000 and go all the way up to 115, and the price is below what I expect it to be. That's very encouraging. So 1.5 turbo standard 79,000, and then 5,000 up 84, and then a jump of 9,000 to 93, and then the flagship at 103,000. I think Proton, that's a good job. That's a good job for getting this price. So for those of you who don't understand, you have to know this. In Malaysia, ever since I think 5 or 6 years ago, the taxes of cars has become rather dynamic, in a way whereby car makers actually can discuss with the government on proposed pricing, which would affect the government's income when it comes to taxes, right? How much tax they can collect. And the old system is very rigid. The old system is across the board. But ever since a few years ago, car makers begin discussing with the government, say that, hey, I'm selling this amount of cars, right? And if you allow me to, if you approve my pricing at this point, which means your tax collection per car may reduce, I may hit a bigger segment, and you will be able to collect more taxes. So it has become rather dynamic, which is actually, if there is a calculated study or a yardstick to follow this method of taxation based on discussion and promises, this is actually a very good way of taxing, because why should I provide you with any tax exemption or reduction in taxes if you can't contribute, if you couldn't contribute the kind of profit for the country? Because to be honest, car taxes provide a lot of things for our government. Government is just like a condominium's management committee, right? You need money to run the place. You need money to fix roads, to manage the rivers, blah blah, pay salary for schools, teachers, police officers, and the biggest thing is our medical. Malaysia is not a rich country, but we have literally free medical benefits. A lot of Malaysians don't realize this. You can go to a lot of Western countries, they don't have this, right? And in Malaysia, it is provided. This is a very, very good thing. And so all these, the money needs to come from somewhere. And if it comes from Malaysians' own consumption, we buy things, we pay taxes, and then the government gets to collect the taxes, and then it benefits everybody, right? That's how it is. There you go. So the lowest spec, 790 ringgit per month. I mean, if your interest rate is higher, it will be slightly higher. If your loan tenure is lower, it will be higher. But that's the max based on what's announced. 790 ringgit for the standard spec, 850 ringgit for the executive, which is 60 ringgit more. Premium is another 80 ringgit more, which is 930 ringgit. And then for flagship, it will be 1030 ringgit. So from the lowest spec to the flagship, it is actually only 240 ringgit. Alright, so what are my estimations? I think the whole B segment sedans are gonna die. All of them, yeah, they won't be able to compete with this car at this price point. And given that the lower spec to the higher spec per month, in terms of installment, only differs by, did I calculate wrongly? Yeah, I'm not wrong. It's only 240 ringgit that separates the lower spec from the higher spec. And That's RM8 per day. You smoke one pack less of cigarette or one Starbucks less, and then you get a higher spec. Alright, go for the higher spec, and there it is. Alright, cheers. X50. Excited. Should buy one. Cheers.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And if quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though.